brought to you by the Modern Gun School. This is not the other place that thinks that they can take your entire GI Bill and run with it. This is an accredited online university. Whether you just want to learn a few things or you actually want to break into the firearms space, they leave you with options. Check them out at Modern Gun School. Let's get into the video. Let's be real here for a minute. You are not a priority to this administration, and you never have been. You are simply a member of a voting bloc that they needed to solidify in order to get back to power. And they said the things that they needed to say, put the people in the positions that they needed to put them in to give you the good feels so that you would turn out for them. And now that they've achieved that goal, you aren't really on any burner, not even the back burner of the stove. You're like in the refrigerator, and they just pull you out every once in a while to check you to make sure that you haven't turned moldy yet. And, you know, I understand there's going to be a whole bunch of, like, super-duper chest-beating pro-Trumpers going to come in here, white knight for the guy, and basically be like, look at all the things that they're doing. There's a whole bunch of stuff on their plate, and, you know, they're super busy, and they're working really hard, and look at all the wins that we're getting, and Joe would have been way worse, and, you know, there's just a whole bunch of other priorities right now, and, you know, you just got to be patient, they'll get to it eventually. And to me, what that sounds like is, to continue the analogy, it's like, well, you know, it could be worse. They could have left you on the counter or even outside. You know, and to me, that cheese is starting to stink. Now, don't get me wrong. I like blue cheese. I eat it on my salads and a few other things, but it's a condiment or a dressing that doesn't go on everything. Like, it doesn't belong on cupcakes for it. Well, I've had a blue cheese and bacon cupcake before, and it was pretty good. But you guys get what I'm saying. Like, it seems to me like there are a lot of people that are just willing to accept mediocre or less than mediocre performance because it's their guy. And this is not the time to accept that sort of stuff. We expect better.
Under a Trump administration, all of those Biden disasters get ripped up and torn out. My first week, but maybe my first day in office, okay? Maybe my first.
I'm just saying that those dates don't match up. Right? Like, I don't care if you go first day, first week, first month. And I understand that the Second Amendment executive order was in there, but that thing doesn't actually do anything. It was supposed to be 30 days, and then Pam Bondi was going to report back, and that deadline passed. And it turns out that yesterday they announced that there was a quiet extension on that because it clearly wasn't a priority to them. If it was a priority to them, then, like I said in yesterday's videos, they would have at least mentioned it in this ridiculous waste of everybody's time yesterday.
He said my press conference yesterday was longer than all of Biden's press conferences put together for the last 4 years.
You needed an extra week to come up and hammer out this plan, but you spent basically a week preparing for this stupid gathering that nobody needed. What is that, Mr. President?
It was bullshit.
I agree. And what I'm getting from you seems like more of the same that I'm used to getting from my government for basically my entire life. So please tell me again, sir, how you all are going to fulfill your campaign promises and protect the Second Amendment.
Let law enforcement come in and take the guns.
Good.
We will back the blue.
On day one, I signed an executive order directing Attorney General to ensure that anyone who murders a police officer immediately, with as fast a trial as we could have, gets the death penalty.
I can't be the only one who's hearing it that way. I'm just saying. So I guess when it comes to this whole extension that we're getting here on this this plan to protect the Second Amendment, I don't have high hopes for this. But all I'm saying to the administration is, you said first day, you said first week. It's not been first day, first week, first month. You took an extra 30 days. You took an extra week on top of that. What I'm saying is this had better be fucking perfect. This should have like all the way down to like legislative agenda type stuff. Like, we are going to put in our agenda that we are going to lobby Congress to like repeal these 3 provisions of law type thing. Not only are we going to write this out, and then we're going to help the litigation so we get binding Supreme Court precedent on these ones over here, but we're also going to Congress and saying, you guys need to pass a law to repeal this, and that, because this is a problem for the American people. Like, we're going to repeal the National Firearms Act and the Gun Control Act in a must-pass spending provision type thing. Short of that, ain't good enough. The Second Amendment community is sick and tired of being abused by one political party and then have the other political party come in here and say, oh, you know what? We're going to make it all better. We're going to fix all the things. This will never happen to you ever again. And then they end up being the people that become the turncoats that allow the people on the other side of the aisle to do that thing. And when they had the power, when they've got the ability to literally ram anything that they want through Congress that could positively impact us in the future so that this can't happen to us ever again, they leave us high and dry and up a creek without a paddle. We are sick and tired of it, sir, and we expect you to go and do it right this time, because you definitely didn't do it right the last time around.
I directed Attorney General to clarify whether certain bump stock devices, like the one used in Las Vegas, are illegal under current law. That process began in December, and just a few moments ago, I signed a memorandum directing the Attorney General to propose regulations to ban all devices that turn legal weapons into machine guns.
And that's what I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. What say you? Is this political theater? Was this something so they could check a box and then never talk about it again, or just garner your support during the election and with no intention of actually doing anything? Or is the president actually a man of his word?